Gentrification, the restoration of rundown urban areas by the middle class, resulting in the displacement of lower income people. Hi, I'm Shauna.
I'm Nancy.
And I'm Janie. Being Drexel students, we see the neighborhoods surrounding Drexel getting gentrified as a result of Drexel expanding and renovating its campus.
However, this problem happens in almost every area in Philadelphia. According to the Pew Charitable Trust, a global research and public policy organization, the total black population in Philly fell from 7,793 in 2000 to 3,450 in 2014. During the same period, the number of white residents tripled in the neighborhood.
Philadelphia has an incredibly rapid gentrification rate. With this, we see the rise of new apartment buildings and hipster restaurants to fit white middle-class tastes, forgetting the people and the communities that originally lived there.
We walked around Philly to get the perspective of people being affected by gentrification and also the perspective of people who are responsible for it. Here's what they had to say.
I am aware of what gentrification is, being generally the removal of people of lower income families due to the area being home to higher income families.
Yes, I'm very prominent with that because around my area it happens a lot, and especially because I grew up around North Philadelphia.
Yeah, I think it's when the city moves out people to create new, new type buildings, new type builds. Cause I know at Temple they're doing that. I heard about that, but yeah, that's just about it.
I am most definitely aware of what gentrification is, yes.
Would you like to elaborate?
Gentrification is when a poorer or working class neighborhood is, what's the word? It's kind of taken over by people who are wealthier, and they decide that the neighborhood is going to be what they want it to be.
Well, I just see a lot of people moving out their house so that other people can knock it down and build other things over top of it, such as restaurants.
Well, I think in Fishtown, particularly in the past, there tends to be a lot of drug use, and that was the problem of the neighborhood. But with gentrification, that sort of decreased and lessened. But then also, you have people with because with gentrification, your property value of your house goes up and increases. But then also you have people who can't afford, because when the property value goes up, taxes for the house go up, so you have people moving out. So the neighborhood dynamic of people that live here changed, and now there's more, I guess I would say middle-aged, middle-class people living in Fishtown now because of gentrification.
Impacting my view, I think it's kind of arrogant and ignorant in a way, because it's moving out people that lived here already for generations and years. They got family here, and they're moving them out of their homes that they're used to, and I just don't think it's right.
Well, I don't think it's really for middle class, because the homes are going up so high. Middle class who used to live here can't live here no more, because they can't afford it. Understand? You know what I mean? They can't afford to live here because taxes are higher, everything went up.
Well, I think the people were, I don't want to be nasty, ignorant, they don't talk to you. I mean, it's good for the neighborhood that the druggies out, but they just don't seem friendly, but they give you dirty looks, like you're low life, because you didn't pay $300,000 for your house or whatever.
So I don't think it's okay, but I also think it's a really messy topic, you know what I mean? Because it is getting built up and the economy does improve, but at the same time, you're pushing people out, and it's messy.
You mean some things that would help with gentrification? Mm-hmm. I think something that would make an area nicer, a lot of grass and plants, because if yards are not tamed or taken care of, it could look very bad. So I'd say.
I don't think it has any positive ones, besides just them building new buildings that nobody used to live in, or places where people did live in and they just kicked them out because they couldn't afford rent.
I would say a potential positive impact is the availability of more jobs. So particularly again, just referencing Temple area, I used to be a fairly like middle class neighborhood in the 70s and 80s because there were a lot of manufacturing jobs that were available in Philadelphia. Now they've all left, and there really isn't a ton of economic opportunity there. So I would say like some of the benefits can be that they offer more job opportunities and the fact that businesses are springing up and everything. But that's only if you're actually employing people from that community, which isn't always happening.
Before it was gentrified, I remember that there was so many people that would always play outside and come outside. Like a lot of my friends were or Hispanic or Black. It didn't really matter. We all just kind of like always played, came outside. Didn't matter. We would always meet up. But then later, as more houses were being built, I just kind of found out that it just kind of ended up being more of like a white middle class kind of race where it was only people that mostly even stood inside most of the time because everyone has these nice houses to stay in, which they don't need to be having time outside as much.
Like as a kid, I didn't know any of this, none of this. And sometimes it's like, do I even realize where I live at? Because under the L, it looks completely different. Literally a block down. Thank you.
You don't know what it's like to get out here to pay $700,000, $800,000, $900,000 for rent, because rent has went up in this area now. Because they attract so students, because they can pull that money from y'all.
West Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Gentrification.
Dorn's Life, right?
Yes.
They do? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
Yes, but I don't know the extent of the programs. I know that they have programs in place, I just don't know about them.
Stop by or check out the Dorn's Life Center at 3509 Spring Garden Street. The Dorn Life Center offers many programs such as educational, health, and family support to surrounding neighborhoods around Drexel for those who want it.